Hey there, bestie. I'm Lori Me, your What to Read Next podcast host. Join me as we dive into exciting new reads that'll have you reaching for your TBR pile in no time. From urban mysteries to spicy romances, we'll explore it all and help you find your next favorite book. So grab a cup of tea, cozy it up, and let's discover some amazing reads together. Welcome to the show. I am so happy to have you back. I'm so excited to chat with you about Kindle Unlimited because I don't know about you, but I've been a long-time Kindle Unlimited user. I've been using it since 2016. It was a way for me to save some money on books, but it seemed to discover new to me authors. And so I love Kindle Unlimited for what it offers. In today's episode, we're going to talk about some small-town romance recommendations. But before we get to the recommendations, I want to talk about what is Kindle Unlimited. So Kindle Unlimited is a borrowing services that Amazon offers for subscribers where you can borrow up to 20 books at a time. And there are millions of books. It has access to millions of books available to borrow. You pay a flat fee of $11.99, and I'll share a little bit later ways to save money on the subscription. And you can borrow up to 20 books at a time. They also offer magazines and audiobooks along with many other services. But the main area that people look for is the free books. It's like ebook service where you can borrow ebooks at a time and you can try out, you can get to try out different books and you can return them and it doesn't cost you anything. The author gets paid by the pages read, so everyone wins in this case. What's important about Kindle Limited that you should know if you're a library user is that if you're an e-reader for library users, books that are available in the Kindle Limited library are not available in libraries. They're Amazon exclusive. So a lot of times you'll find books you're like, oh my gosh, I want to read Megan Quinn, who is a big Kindle Unlimited author. You may only find in your library her audiobooks, some of her audiobooks, but not her ebooks. What kind of books can you find in Kindle Unlimited? There's a little bit of everything, but it's mainly romance. That's the main area where there's a big number of Kindle Unlimited books. There's been an emerging thriller, mystery thriller, like unputdownable books, thanks to Freida McFadden's best-selling power. So there's been like new genres are emerging in Kindle Unlimited. You may find fantasy, you may find romance. You can find a little bit of everything in Kindle Unlimited. It's a great place to try out new authors to you and see if you like them. You won't lose money from it. But I want to tell you ways to save money on Kindle Unlimited because there's ways that you can get it for free. So the first way you can get Kindle Unlimited for free is if you're buying a new Kindle e-reader or Scribe, whichever e-reader you're going to buy, make sure to click the free 3 months Kindle Unlimited subscriptions. It's an option. They don't make it that obvious, but there's always that option. You get Kindle Unlimited for free. And what it does is it will send you a gifted subscription for 3 months. And that's just free. There's no added cost to your Kindle e-reader. There's going to be different buying service. Kindle e-readers go on sale fairly frequent. I'm assuming there's going to be a sale during Prime Day in July and then Black Friday. But for every major holiday, they tend to go on sale. So if you're going to buy a Kindle e-reader, make sure to have that, put that 3 months Kindle subscription. If you're new or a returning subscriber, if you have canceled your Kindle Limited subscription and you're coming back to the subscription, you want to try it out, Amazon does offer discount codes like every so often. So I think you have to be out of the Kindle Limited world for a couple months before they kick you a new offer to come back to the subscription. If you go to whattoreadnextblog.com/KU, it would pop up. If you don't have a subscription, it'll pop up what offer they do offer. So some offers can look like 3 months for free, 2 months for free. It might look like 99 cents for a couple months. So it just depends on what offer will pop up. But if you just click on the link and it will be in the show notes, it will pop up what offer you may be eligible for. And finally, if you are one of those who are like, I use Kindle Unlimited every month and I just want to pay less, I don't want to cancel. I just want to have this opportunity to do this. Kindle Unlimited for US subscribers offer an option to buy annual or 2-year membership for a lower price. I think right now the annual membership is at $96, but it has ranged from $96 to $119. So it ranges from that. And then if you for 2 years is about $172. They also offer a 6-month subscription, but it's not really a big change. Like it's not a big service. So like a discount. But if you want to get yourself an annual subscription, if you're a US reader, I do have a link in the show notes on how to purchase it because it's a workaround. They don't offer Like, I'm just going to buy a year subscription. You essentially have to gift yourself the subscription, and then it just adds to your membership. It's dumb, really, but that's how Amazon's working. They don't want to tell you that's true. If you're an audio listener, having a Kindle Limited is actually a really excellent way to get cheaper audiobooks in Audible. So basically, Amazon offers what they call Whispersync program, where you can borrow a book on Kindle Limited, and then it will pop up an offer for you to buy the audiobook for $7.90, $7.49, $1.99, $12.99. But most of the time, $7.49 is the standard Kindle Limited Whispersync cost. And you just buy it, and essentially you can actually get the audiobook for the book for less than a credit. This is a great way. And if you're reading and listening from a phone on the Kindle app, not the e-reader, you're basically, essentially, you can do both. You can do tandem reading between the Kindle and the audiobook. And what we'll do is it'll pop up the letters, like they'll just highlight the letters as you highlight the words as you read them. So it's kind of like a cool experience. It's pretty immersive. So this is a great way to do this, but that's a little bit about Kindle Limited. If you have any Kindle Limited questions, feel free to email me at laura@whattoreadnextblog.com, and I'll answer those questions. If you have been reading a book that you love, send me an email at laura@whattoreadnextblog.com. I would love to chat books with you. Thank you so much for listening, and happy reading. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the What to Read Next podcast. If you enjoy our bookish conversations and want more recommendations, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Also, head on over to the What to Read Next blog for a list of books mentioned in today's show. Happy reading!